Have you ever noticed how you feel strangely proud of something you built yourself, even if it's a bit crooked?
You mean like assembling furniture and then acting like I'm a master carpenter because it didn't collapse?
Exactly. That warm sense of pride is called the IKEA Effect. It's the tendency to value things more simply because we helped create them.
So it's not just about furniture?
Not at all. The IKEA Effect shows up everywhere, from relationships and work projects to hobbies and business. When we invest effort, we attach meaning.
So the more effort I put in, the more my brain tells me, this is worth something.
Exactly. Psychologists call it effort justification. The harder the task, the more valuable the outcome feels, even if it isn't objectively better.
Who came up with this idea?
3 behavioral economists, Michael Norton, Daniel Mahon, and Dan Ariely. In 2011, they ran experiments showing that people were willing to pay almost double for origami they folded themselves, compared to identical ones folded by experts.
Wait, people paid more for the bad one they made themselves?
Exactly. The pride of creation outweighed quality. The more they struggled, the more value they attached.
That's kind of adorable and slightly irrational.
Totally irrational. But it makes evolutionary sense. Our brains evolved to link effort with reward. Hard work usually meant survival. Hunting, building, gathering. That old wiring still fires, even when the hunt is assembling a coffee table.
So effort literally tricks the brain into loving the result.
Yes. Dopamine doesn't just reward success, it rewards progress. Every screw tightened, every line of code compiled, every paragraph written gives a little hit.
That explains why I keep fixing recipes that take hours. It's not the food, it's the process.
Exactly. We mistake the sweat for the value. That's the IKEA effect in action.
But it's not always good, right? I mean, people can fall in love with terrible ideas just because they built them.
Bingo. The IKEA effect can blind us. In business, founders cling to failing projects because they've invested too much time and emotion. It's a cousin of the sunk cost fallacy.
So you're saying sometimes we're not defending quality, we're defending our ego.
Exactly. It's not that the chair is amazing. It's my chair. Effort makes ownership emotional.
That hits home. I once spent 3 hours customizing a digital planner template that I never used, but I still tell people it's my system.
And that "my" is the key word. Effort turns tasks into identity. The IKEA effect isn't just about liking what you build. It's about feeling seen through what you build.
That's deep. So it's about meaning, not material.
Right. Studies found that even when objects were dismantled afterward, people still valued them more if they'd built them first. The memory of effort lingers.
So it's like emotional residue.
Exactly. Emotional residue of effort.
I wonder if that's why parents cherish messy art from their kids.
Perfect example. The same principle applies to parenting, teaching, and mentoring. When we build part of someone else's growth, we love them even more.
That's wholesome and a little scary. Does that mean effort can manipulate love or loyalty?
In a sense, yes. Marketing and game design use it all the time. Companies make users participate, customizing products, creating avatars, unlocking achievements. The more you build, the more attached you feel.
So even online, the IKEA effect keeps us hooked.
Absolutely. You're not just buying a product, you're investing effort equity. That's why personalized experiences feel powerful.
Is there a limit? Like, can too much effort kill enjoyment?
Yes, that's where it flips. When frustration outweighs progress, dopamine turns to stress. That's why IKEA furniture builds test relationships.
You're not kidding. I once built a dresser with my ex. By the end, the only thing we assembled was resentment.
Exactly. The IKEA effect only works when the outcome feels achievable. If it's too hard, pride turns to anger.
So there's a sweet spot, effort that feels challenging but doable.
Right. Psychologists call it the Goldilocks zone of motivation. Not too easy, not too hard, just enough friction to make victory satisfying.
That's such a useful idea. Maybe that's why games and hobbies keep us addicted. They constantly hit that zone.
Exactly. Every level, every craft, every project uses the same pattern. Struggle, then a small success, and finally pride.
So if I understand correctly, the IKEA effect teaches us that meaning is built, not bought.
Beautifully said. Whether it's furniture, art, or relationships, what matters isn't perfection. It's participation.
That actually makes me rethink everything I own, like maybe the chipped mug I made in pottery class is worth more than a perfect one from a store.
It absolutely is. Because it's infused with story, and stories are the ultimate currency of value.
But can we use the IKEA effect on purpose? Like to feel happier or more motivated?
Definitely. Start small. Cook your own meal instead of ordering out. Customize your workspace. Fix something instead of replacing it. Creation fuels pride.
So basically, craft your world to craft your mood.
Exactly. And at work, involving people in decisions triggers the same bias. When teams build something together, they value it and defend it more.
That's why brainstorming sessions feel more meaningful than top-down orders. Everyone's fingerprints are on the result.
Right. Shared effort builds shared ownership. The IKEA effect scales from one person to entire organizations.
That's surprisingly optimistic. We can literally design environments that make people care more, just by letting them contribute.
Exactly. People don't want perfection handed to them. They want participation that earns pride.
So it's not just psychology, it's leadership, education, design, and love.
All powered by one truth. When we build something, we start to belong to it.
That's beautiful.
Because in the end, the IKEA effect reminds us that value isn't found, it's forged.
I love that. So, what's the takeaway?
Next time you build something, whether it's a chair, a company, or a relationship, remember this: the effort is the magic.
And if you fail halfway through?
Even then, you've built meaning. Because what we make makes us.
That's a perfect ending.
Almost.
Almost?
We still have to invite them back.
Right.
If you enjoyed this exploration, subscribe to The Curiosity Vault, where we uncover the hidden forces shaping your thoughts and behavior. Until next time, stay curious.